Fellas, J-Dog back to answer more goddamn questions. Didn't get any goddamn questions today. Granted, I had these order questions that I've been, just putting on the goddamn back burner. Because paid skis come to the front. But goddamn, no paid skis today, or I think was there none yesterday? I just finished up the ones that came the day before. Goddamn, back to fucking Drought City. So this might be a short goddamn vid, which I'm busy as fuck anyway, so it's fine by me. Again, we go to no material being sent in. You're going to get shorter videos, fucking brats. So get those goddamn things sent in. Emails in the description box. Bubbles. Lauren Harley. Fucking about time. It's a goddamn bun around here. Sending this an order question that came in, I don't know, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. J-Dog, can you recommend some bands that sound like early Running Wild, please? Thanks, brah. I kind of can't. I don't know anyone that fucking sounds like early Running Wild. Now, I'm sure there is somebody that's out there. Now, don't get me wrong. There's obviously bands that are influenced by Running Wild. I mean, hell, look at like Witch Trap. They covered Running Wild. Nuke covered Running Wild on the 4-way split LP. Whip Striker, Evil Army, Nuke. I don't think we have any in stock, but damn good way 4-way split LP. But I mean, Nuke and Witch Trap, they don't sound anything like Running Wild. And like I said, I'm sure there's somebody out there, but I can't think of who. But there has to be somebody that come along, especially in the 2000s, when the whole retro and thrash and just the whole, old school trend kind of started. It's when people were going back to that and trying to rehash that and play all that stuff. But that's what made it goddamn great, you know what I mean? Like, especially, of all the German bands. I mean, look how many bands sound like Sodom and Creator would be the two main offenders. I think it would be safe to goddamn say. I mean, you got Destruction as well, but as far as bands like direct rip-off bands, I would say it's probably Sodom and a Creator, to where it's like tons of bands fucking sound like those. But as far as a German band, and again, I've always said Gates to Purgatory, the first Running Wild record, I think that is my favorite record to ever come out of Germany. And then as a whole, my favorite band to come out of Germany is Desaster. Yes, more than Sodom, more than Creator, like by a very large margin too. And then people are like, what do you mean? Like, dude, like take Creator for example. I don't like anything after goddamn Terrible Certainty, and even that's goddamn pushing it. I'll be honest with you, Creator, I only own the first 2 records. That's it. I don't even own Terrible Certainty. They put it on, it's fine. Extreme Aggression, if I remember correctly, it was okay too after that. God, signed me the fuck out. Destruction, 3-4 records. Sodom, 3 records or so, 4 max. Depends on me, because like I've been over Obsessed by Cruelty. I own it. It's a legendary record, but goddamn, is it unmemorable as fuck. And I'm bored every time it's on. But nonetheless, even the ones that I like, Desaster, I like everything in the goddamn catalog. So if you take the band as a whole, I'm like, why? I don't even understand why you look at me like with a straight face, like, what do you mean you're like Desaster more than Sodom? What do you mean, brah? Like what? How far into Sodom's catalog do you like, homie? I don't think anything Sodom's put out is terrible, but it's just background thrash you don't fucking need. Dude, I put on M16 in the shop like semi-recently, maybe 2-3 months ago. It doesn't suck, but you're just kind of like, God damn, dude, Toxic Holocaust sends this home on a fucking stretcher. What does that mean? Why Toxic Holocaust? Because obviously Toxic Holocaust has a Sodom influence. You can hear a little bit of Sodom, you hear some punk, you hear some Bathory in there, you can hear that old 80s goddamn in there. I'm like, this destroys all that fucking Sodom goddamn boredom. Last thing I liked by Sodom was Tapping the Vein. So, yeah, what do you mean? Although I will say this, I can understand somebody saying I like every Sodom record over I like every Destruction or Creator. That I definitely don't fucking understand. They got some bad ones. So when someone's like, you like Desaster as a whole more than Creator? Doesn't every real metalist? Like, what do you mean? Like, what the fuck do you mean? Take a later goddamn Desaster album like Satan's Soldiers Syndicates. Much later album compared to whatever crappy ass fucking later Creator. Pick any. I don't give a shit. There's no way it's better than that fucking Saint and Soldiers. No fucking way. Like, what are we even talking about here? Is this even a goddamn debate? Running Wild, though, too, was, I only like the 3 records. Nothing comes even close to Gates, though. The demos and shit are great. I love bootleg recordings, live recordings and shit of Running Wild. You know, the old songs. They got some unreleased songs. You know, the Deathmetal compilation, Bones to Ashes. So then after that, Brandon in Exile is awesome, but it's definitely nowhere near as good as Gates. And then I like Under Jolly Roger. Not going to lie, those goddamn pirate lyrics are cheesy as shit, but goddamn, that record does jam. And then I remember Port Royal. When I heard it, I hated it, but I'm pretty certain if I returned to it, I'm like, oh, it's not bad, because I have, again, stumbled across some Running Wild songs on accident on YouTube, but it just kind of, you know, when it just goes to the next thing on your phone. At the gym, I've had it happen. And I've had one off, I think it was a 90s album. I was like, oh, I'm not going to run out and buy this. I was like, but this isn't bad. I just assumed it would lick absolute ball sack. But I was like, oh, this is way better than I thought it would be. But yeah, no, as far as a band where I'm like, holy shit, this sounds like goddamn Gates to Purgatory. I'm sure there's somebody out there. I mean, I'm so confident I would bet money, but I don't know who that band is. So, if you know who it is, put it in the goddamn comment box, I guess. Nate Morris, order question. Sup, dog? Coming out of the bitch-ass anonymous closet. Good. What the fuck do you need to stay anonymous for? What do you work for, the CIA, goddammit? Order question for you. Got any fun Vegas stories or experiences? Do you gamble often? If so, what are your favorite games and how much was your biggest hit? So, not a gambler, barely even know how to play cards. I mean, I know how to play war, and, you know, I know the basic rules of poker. You know, I know what a full house is and a straight. But if I'm playing against anybody with any type of poker skills, I'm going to get my ass handed to me. So never played cards or anything like that in Vegas. The only thing I've done is slots. Now, for all the guys that are goddamn Vegas gambling geniuses, what a fucking dumbass. That shit's rigged. Well, number one, of course it's rigged into the goddamn house's favor because they're there to make money. But eventually it does pay out. And by the way, actually I have seen, it was somebody, he was like sitting 2 slots down from us. He was like 5 hands in and he won $15,000. Paid out, shit, got just won 15 grand. So they do pay outs. But it's, when's it going to hit? It could be after 10 million hits. Well, how many hits were it hitting before somebody, you know what I'm saying? So eventually it will. But usually what we do is Lindsay and I just sit at a slot machine, the 2 next to each other. I like the quick hits too. That dog's a quick hit guy. All this jabroni fucking shit, something that looks cool. They have like a Ghostbusters one. Every once in a while I'll jump on them. But Jesus fuck, man, it seems like you go through a $100 bill within 3 minutes on those. The quick hit seems to last you. And this is why I like them, is because there'll be times, yeah, you want $80. It goes up, so you keep playing. But if you're planning about just having any drinks, you sit down and you play. The drinks are free. So the way I see it is, if Lindsay and I got 3 drinks each, and what I do too is I get an alcoholic beverage, you know, whether it be a beer or a fucking like a vodka Red Bull. If I have the sleepies, that's what I'll goddamn do. That's dog partying. He'll have a couple vodka Red Bulls, wake the dog up, because that goddamn stupid ass alcohol makes me sluggish. So and what I get too is I get generally a coffee and a water, because I just got 3 beverages for free. And then Lindsay gets a bottle of water too. And keep in mind, you go through those goddamn hotels. I'm not even exaggerating. A bottle of water is $8. It's fucking insane. So right then and there, your first round of drinks off their prices is, well, over $20. Because if you sit at the bar, we did that once because we were waiting for I think we got an Uber and we had to wait, and we were already down the lobby. Like, oh, we'll just sit down here and have beer because it was like 30 minutes. Fuck that, just put $20 in. But you're not going to tell the guy to pound salt. It was at our hotel. I think it was the Caesars Hotel. Sat down, got 2 Corona Lights. That'll be $18. And then obviously you got to tip the guy. Well, you don't have to, but I always tip. You just look like a fucking jerk if you don't. You just look like an ass. So it's $20 for 2 Coronas? Are you out of your fucking gourd? Literally just put a 20 in the slot. At least you get to play. You might win something. Hell, we've done that. Like, say you put a 20 in or whatever, and you got up to like $45, cashed out. Fuck yeah, we got 2 free drinks, because in a scenario, I got 30 minutes. Got 2 free drinks, and I'm up $25. So you're better off doing that. Don't ever, only did that once. I never made that mistake ever again. Don't ever go up to the bar and order a drink. Fucking ever. Just literally right behind you, go sit down at a goddamn slot and they'll bring you one for fucking free. So I make sure I get my goddamn money's worth. And I have, especially when I'm on a roll, I've been up to when I was up, put $100 bill and I'm up to like $300 some dollars, But in the end, I mean, you made $300? No, because in the end of the ones that you lost, you cashed out, you played back in over the days you're there. In the end, you came negative, but it's not like lost $1,000 or anything. And then you factor in the goddamn free beverages. Again, are you still in the nets red? Yeah, but you're there to enjoy yourself. It's not like if you go to fucking Disney World and you're not gambling, you're in the net red too, but you paid to go there to have a goddamn good time, right? So I don't mind doing it. That's how I justify it. And because, generally speaking, sitting there and playing them when you're kind of up and you're sitting there for over an hour, so I enjoy it. It's a good time. But crazy stories, nothing really. Yeah, no, I never had any goddamn crazy goddamn stories. Just stayed always on the strip and then go to the Olympia and shit and, talk to a lot of goddamn bodybuilders, hang out with bodybuilders and shit like that. And, but I can't say I saw anything crazy. Now, is there parties and shit going around that crazy shit's going on? Oh, I'm sure there is. But dude, I'm a goddamn lame. Like when it comes to that stuff, I'm like, number one, that's not my scene. And number two, I guess the best way to say is that's not my scene. That's not what I'm into. I just have no interest in fucking doing that. Because, nothing annoys me more, well, other than pure stupidity, but I guess it falls in the same category, is drunken buffoons. That's honestly, even with this channel, when I get some of that, guys that are just drunk, slobbering all over me, you're just talking like a complete dumbass. It's like, dude, I've been drunk in my life too, dude. I'm not talking like you. Yes, I might be a little bit more talkative than I normally would be, or maybe maybe say something a little, funnier or something that I normally might not, but not a complete jackass. And that's what what are you doing, dude? It's just annoying. That shit's always fucking annoying me. So when people come up to me, it's just go away. Just leave me the fuck alone. I don't even want you talking to me. And luckily I don't get it a ton, but I've gotten it more than 10 times. That's for goddamn sure. Since doing this channel. Joe Barrientos, order question. Good call on getting these reissues restocked. Quick question for the channel. If the paid skis dry up. They're dry, my goddammits. What's the worst physical injury you've ever seen firsthand in the pit at a show? And what show was it at? Or related stories? None. Honestly, dude, I don't know. You guys always bring this shit up. Maybe I'm just not paying attention or I just don't care. I've never seen anybody substantially hurt. And what I mean by that is an ambulance was called. I've never seen an ambulance called in my entire life at a goddamn show. So, none. I've seen bodies destroyed in every way possible in the pit since '96. But every metalhead has some unique incidents and stories locally. Not this metalhead. Just wondering, what are some of yours? Keep the metal flowing strong. Yeah, nothing that I can goddamn think of. So... Doug Dennis. Hey, J-Dog, thanks for helping rebuild my vinyl collection. I've been listening to shit that's heavier than Pantera since I first heard Cannibal Corpse in the mid-90s. Yep. I got to see them for the first time with Angel Corpse in '98. Why do you think the kids these days prefer tweakcore to the real shit? Is it because they are spoiled by pristine production and can't handle the raw majesty of real brutality? Doug. Well, a few reasons. Number one, like the old goddamn saying is, Morbid Angel, extreme music for extreme people. And I don't know about you guys, but again, I've always taken my metal serious. And I've taken a lot of it literal within fucking reason, obviously. And what I mean by that, when a saying like that, I didn't think, extreme music for extreme people, isn't that catchy? No, I thought it's kind of like, yeah, no, I agree. Meaning, I don't want all these pink fucking nail polished thong wearing dudes and just these fucking sissies and pansies and goddamn going out and buying a bra and purse, but they're supposed to be a fucking dude. I don't want those type of wimps. Fucking wimps. SpongeBob watching. Dude, if you watch SpongeBob, that's pussy shit. Unless you're a girl. It's acceptable girls. Okay, my sister watched SpongeBob. Yeah, it makes sense. Girls. A dude? If you got an extreme music, it's because you were into more extreme things. As a kid, we were been into it. It's like, you started off with the more manly goddamn cartoons, the X-Men's, the Batmans, the He-Mans, depends on the G.I. Joes, depending on what your goddamn generation is. Not bitch-ass pussy shit like Uncle Grandpa and SpongeBob and dude, I've seen dudes watching My Little Pony. What do you mean, dudes? Like, dude, I've been at fucking goddamn scenarios, not gonna say what, don't want to get myself in any goddamn trouble. I've been in scenarios to where there's little boys in their room and they willingly put on the self. Not it was on the TV. No, they turned it on. They changed the channel. They put on My Little Pony and they're sitting there watching it. 5-year-old J-Dog in kindergarten would have stuffed that bitch boy in a goddamn garbage can. Like, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Hence, those aren't extreme. Those minds are not. It's kind of like that old saying, like serial killers. Were they born like that, or were they, or did their life surroundings, their environments, how they were raised, did that develop inside them? There's that old debate, right? Same thing with extreme music, or just extreme things in life that appeal to you as an individual. To me, it's not taught. It's either in you or it's not. And I think most of these people, hence why posers. Posers is someone posing and pretending to be in something that they're not. They're not truly into it. And I can identify a very large portion of them just by look. I could tell, even when talking to someone for 5 minutes, of just how into this or not into it. If they're a weekend warrior at goddamn best. Because again, it's extreme music for goddamn extreme people. And there's going to be an extreme few amounts that really pertains to. And that's why, as time goes on, they fall off. Because a lot of them aren't truly into this. It's a very minuscule amount that should be into this. And it should be gate kept. Because you don't want a bunch of goddamn wimps in it. You want the fucking extreme-minded people into this extreme style of goddamn music. So, having said that, that's your main reason why the kiddos don't like the real shit. They like the tweencore. Because, dude, the tweencore, that's pussy shit. That's not aggressive by any goddamn means. I mean, that is some sissy-ass pansy music. Hence, and that's what most people are. Just go out and just go see the wimpification of the goddamn nation. It's out of goddamn control. So, of course, that's what, when it comes to music, what they're going to fucking like, right? And then also availability and what's jammed down their goddamn throats. What's socially acceptable. The whole goddamn 9 yards, you know what I mean? Like, they, that's what they hear. That's what's in their face, you know? Something like even as big as Cannibal Corpse is, that's not as in the public's face as Slipknot is, or as Korn is, or as Tool is. Because maybe some of them, if they heard it, they would like it. Most wouldn't. But they have not some. A lot of them would say they would, but they goddamn don't. So, like I said, the availability of what's just pushing their face. But the mindset, man, that's the main thing. Most people don't have the goddamn cojones to listen to the roughness and the goddamn toughness. So they settle for the goddamn, the wimpy ass shit. So, I would say that's pretty much the primarily goddamn two reasons. So, but that's good. We don't want them in it anyway, so whatever. Comes with the surgery, but the bots cares by the morning. Don't forget them fucking paid skis. We're down to goddamn jack shit for questions. Vids are gonna get shorter and shorter if material's lower and lower, goddammit. So, want longer vids? You want the 20 minutes minimum vids? That's on you, dude. Get that shit sent in, goddammit. Later.